Picture human trafficking. Most people imagine a dramatic scene, a kidnapping, a shadow in an alley, a white van with dark windows. But what if the truth looks nothing like that? What if it hides behind familiar faces and everyday places we pass without a second thought? Human trafficking isn't a distant headline. It's closer than we really think. And once you really see it, you can't unsee it.
Breaking myth. Victims of human trafficking will always try to leave or ask for help.
Fact check. Many victims can't just leave. Trauma and control don't work that way.
This isn't a question of choice. It's about power, fear, and survival.
Many victims don't even realize they're being trafficked. Some were groomed by someone they trusted. Others believe they're making their own choices because of manipulation and control. Trafficking doesn't usually look like chains and kidnapping. It can look like a relationship, a job, or a deal.
Trauma bonds and fear keep victims silent. Traffickers use violence, isolation, and emotional manipulation to trap people. Victims may fear violence, threats to their family, or deportation. Some feel loyalty to their trafficker because of emotional control. This is why asking, "Why didn't you just leave?" is not just unfair, it's dangerous.
Shame, guilt, and stigma silences victims even more. Many fear they'll be blamed, disbelieved, or arrested. Male and LGBTQ+ victims face even more barriers. Or because people expect trafficking victims to act like victims, crying, running, begging for help, too many go unseen. Many victims interact with law enforcement, doctors, or service providers while they're being trafficked, but were never identified.
The right question isn't, "Why didn't you leave?"
The right question is, what happened to you?
And how can we help you be safe?
Truth matters. Victims can't just leave, and we have to stop expecting them to. United for change, together for justice, honoring every path to healing.
Human trafficking and human smuggling are the same.
No, they're not.
One is about transportation, the other is about exploitation.
A lot of people use the words trafficking and smuggling like they mean the same thing. They don't. Confusing them leads to dangerous misunderstandings that can cost lives.
Smuggling is about transportation across borders, usually with consent. The legal concern centers around immigration, not exploitation. Once the border is crossed, the smuggler and the person usually separate. The crime ends there.
Trafficking is different. It's about exploitation, not movement. It can happen without crossing a single border. Trafficking is a crime against a person. It involves force, fraud, or coercion, and it happens in cities, suburbs, and rural Texas.
Smuggling can turn into trafficking
when someone is exploited or controlled after they arrive. And for minors under the age of 18, any commercial sex is trafficking, no exceptions.
When people mix them up, they miss warning signs and real victims. Trafficking doesn't usually involve strangers or kidnapping. It's someone the victim knows.
Smuggling moves people, trafficking controls them. Know the difference. United for change, together for justice, honoring every path to healing.
We hear these numbers all the time. Human trafficking is a $9.5 billion industry in the US. The average age of entry is 12 to 14 years old. People only live 7 years once they're in the life. These numbers sound shocking, and that's the problem. They've been repeated so often that people think they're facts.
But here's the truth. We can't give you a number. Many of those numbers were never based on credible or current research. They came from early advocacy claims, and over time, they spread through reports, media, and speeches without being verified. That's called the Woozle effect. When misinformation is repeated so often, it starts to sound like fact. And here's what makes data collection and trafficking so complex. Trafficking is hidden. Many victims don't self-identify. Law enforcement, hospitals, and service providers all use different definitions and reporting systems. That means reliable statistics are hard to collect, and the numbers we often hear don't match the reality on the ground.
When we use sensational numbers without context, we don't help victims, we hurt the movement. It shifts focus away from the local realities, it damages credibility when those numbers are challenged, and distorts funding and policies. The truth is, responsible communication matters. We should use credible current sources, we should give context and acknowledge data limitations. And most of all, we should never repeat unverified statistics just because they sound powerful. When we share the truth, we build trust, and trust saves lives.
United for change, together for justice, honoring every path to healing.
Hey, did you know that there was a trafficking crime going on in our neighborhood?
Trafficking.
Okay, so let's be real. A lot of people think human trafficking looks like kidnapping.
Like someone being grabbed up the tree, thrown into a van.
But that's not what trafficking looks like most of the time.
The image comes straight from movies, like Taken and Sound of Freedom. They make it seem like it's always strangers and violence, but in real life, that's the exception, not the rule. Most trafficking starts with someone the victim knows. A friend, a partner, even family.
While kidnapping can happen, it's actually rare. Traffickers use manipulation, grooming, fraud, and control. They offer love, jobs, housing, and emotional connection. That's why you can't always see trafficking. There's not always force or chains.
When we only look for kidnapping, we miss the real victims. People think if there's no abduction, there's no trafficking. But victims are often controlled through fear, money, isolation, or family ties. It's not just an abduction of the body, it's an abduction of the mind.
Kidnapping happens sometimes.
But it's not what defines trafficking.
Trafficking is a crime of control.
And
believing the myth leaves victims unseen. United for change, together for justice, honoring every path to healing.
It doesn't happen here.
It doesn't happen here.
It doesn't happen here. But it does. In our own communities, rural, suburban, and urban, trafficking exists in the shadows. Investigations in recent years have led to arrests and charges for sex trafficking and illicit massage business operations. Victims have been recovered, prosecutors are handling active felony cases right now, and people have been sentenced to decades in prison. It's a realization that the crime was here all along.
Trafficking hides in plain sight. It doesn't care about zip codes. Operations involve illicit massage businesses, hotel corridors that traffickers use, and identifying victims from advertisements posted online. When online platforms shut down, traffickers don't disappear, they migrate. That's why denial is dangerous.
All ages, all genders, all communities. Trafficking targets the vulnerable and the hopeful. People searching for work, connection, or safety. LGBTQ youth and those experiencing homelessness face even greater risk because predators see their pain as opportunity. Denial is the trafficker's greatest weapons. When we believe no reports means no problems, we miss to see the truth in front of us.
United for change, together for justice, honoring every path to healing.
Before you share a story about human trafficking, take a moment to check if it's accurate. Ask yourself, who's the source? Does it cite verified research? Does the story rely on fear or sensational claims? Can you confirm it with a credible source? And most importantly, does it reflect what survivors are saying? Misinformation doesn't just confuse people. It buries victims behind false narratives, and it blinds us to the danger that's right in front of us. But we have the power to disrupt that. So stop, question, and verify. When we share truth, we shine a light, and someone's life may depend upon it. The Fort Bend Anti-Trafficking Collective is committed to providing evidence-based education and local resources. So visit our website to learn more and follow us on social media for updates, training opportunities, and ways to get involved. Together, we can build a community informed by truth, grounded in facts, and ready to take real action.